Well, hi everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a long week. You know what I found in this week's adventure? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'll see you next week. Nah, I'm only kidding. I find some pretty cool stuff. And along the way, during this adventure, I go to two Goodwills and a garage sale. And at the garage sales where I find the really cool stuff, including this Colorado Rockies mountain display. It's really cool. Actually, I find two similar ones. Well, if you want to find out what else I found, you're going to have to follow me inside this video. And I'm going there right now. Watch. Here I go. See you inside. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm almost ready to start up this car and take you guys thrifting with me. But first, I want to give you today's trivia question. Later on in this video, I find these two display pieces that have this mineral pyrite in them. Now, pyrite is also called fool's gold, and that's today's question. Why is pyrite called fool's gold? Well, I'll give you that answer later on in the video, and it's a pretty funny answer, and a few fun facts about pyrite. But for now, we got to get thrifting. On this first row, I saw this Marvel superhero set. They were asking $3.99 for it. But when I looked it up, they were only going for $10. So I had to leave it. But above that was this Marvel Avengers Falcon figure. There was no price tag, but I ended up getting it for $3.99. First item of the day. That Marvel Falcon action figure ended up selling for $23.95 plus $5.95 shipping. Now, some of these action figures can go for pretty good money. So if you see them out there, you have to look them up. Okay, now back to the video. The next few aisles didn't turn up anything very profitable. But then when I got to this row, I saw this car seat. They were asking $3.99 for it. And when I looked them up, they go for like $30. And this was brand new in a box. It went home with me. Well, over on this row, I saw this Easy Read keyboard. They were asking $2.99 for it. Now, I've sold these before, plenty of times before, and I can get up to $15 for them. Now, this box was open with a few pieces of tape, and I could close it back up. The Easy Eyes keyboard ended up selling for $13.95 plus $5.95 shipping. Now, that wasn't a lot of money, but like I said, I've sold a lot of them, and they sell really fast. So you make quick profit, even if it's not a lot of profit. Okay, now back to the video. Over on this row, they had a couple of pots and pans, some cups I wasn't very interested in. But then I saw this mug. It said, "I don't need Google. My husband knows everything." It was so cute, and it was only $1.99. I had to have it. I continued down that aisle, but I didn't see anything else I was interested in. So I just figured it was time to head to another store and see what we find there. I'll meet you in the car. Okay, guys, I just got a text from a friend of mine, and he said that there's a garage sale he found, and it's not too far from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to head there instead of a Goodwill. Now, if you're a subscriber, you can sit up here in the front, and we'll just go there. Non-subscribers can sit in the back, but there's a problem. The back is full right now. So you non-subscribers are going to have to run alongside the car until we get there. But, if you don't want to run alongside the car, if you get tired, just click the subscribe button and you'll be transported right up here to the front seat. Okay, well, let's get heading to that garage sale and see what exciting treasures we find there. Well, I pulled up to this garage sale, and it looked like a pretty decent one, at least from far away. So let's go see what we find here. Well, the first thing I noticed was this Alaska The Last Frontier hat. Now, the guy said they only wanted $3 for it. I left it, but I bet I could have got 12 to 15. Well, things like that happen. I kept looking and saw a hat on the ground that definitely wasn't worth $3. And the rest of the stuff was okay, but I wasn't getting worried I wasn't finding anything because there was a lot more tables to see.
Next, I saw this Lionel train set. They were asking $75 for it. When I asked the guy how old it was, he said about 10 years. That wasn't old enough for me to make a profit, so I passed. This next table is full of Halloween and Thanksgiving stuff, but those two holidays have just passed, so if I bought anything here, I'd have to hold on to it for a whole year, and I wasn't about to do that. But I still like to look through every table. I did see this camera for $5, but even though it had age, it was pretty cheap, so I put it back and headed to the next table. Well, this was the last table I looked at this yard sale, and I didn't find anything. But I did pick up a few things earlier, so let's get everybody together, and I'll show you what I bought when we get to the car.
Well, I think I did pretty well at that garage sale. And they were nice people, too. Well, here, let me show you what I got. The first item I picked up, and it was for $3, was this mountain scene. It says Colorado on it. And these figures here are made of pewter. But that's not the only reason I got it, because it was kind of nice looking. Also, this rock is called pyrite. Now, pyrite is also known as fool's gold. So I figured maybe a rock collector might even want this display. So for $3, I'm figuring I'm going to list it for 20 and see if I can get that. Next, I picked up a very similar one. This one had a deer on it, and the pyrite here also said Colorado on it. I think I should get 20 for this also. It's really nice. Now, the last item I picked up, I was really happy with. This is the Echo Dot. It's brand new in a box. This is where Alexa talks to you and you control everything in your house, and you can control it by your phone or voice. It's really cool. He was asking $25 for it. I offered him 15. He said 20. I said, well, that's a little high, but I'll give you 15 right now for it. And he said yes. So I picked it up, and these go for about $70 online. So all in all, it was a very nice stop at a garage sale. Okay, now let's get heading to the next store. I'll meet you guys there.
I arrived at this last store pretty anxious to start thrifting, because last time I was here, I found an item that I bought for $5 and it was worth over 100. So I'm hoping to duplicate that today. Come on, follow me in. I started my search on this first aisle, mainly because it was the first aisle. Well, I saw this plush doll. It said Dragon Age on it. It was $2.99. When I looked him up, he was going for $25. His name is Cullen. Oh well, I never heard of him.
Well, I had never heard of Cullen, but I'll tell you one thing. I won't forget who he is, because he ended up selling for $40 plus $7.95 shipping. Wow, Cullen and me are BFFs now. Okay, now back to the video.
Next, I was staring at their back wall, looking for something interesting, when I saw this margarita drink dispenser. It was only $3.98. When I looked these up, they were going for $35. So, of course, I had to take this home, and in the cart it went. I came over to see these dog and cat Christmas ornaments because I thought they were so cute. But I quickly learned I couldn't make any money on them. Even though they were only $2.39, they only sold for $6. So I walked to the next aisle. This row had a lot of baking pans, which I had no interest in whatsoever. But I did manage to see this yellow carving knife. They were asking $5.99 for it. It said electric fisherman on it, but all it was an electric carving knife. When I looked them up, they were selling for $25. So I put this in my cart. Well, that's about it for today, guys. But I want to tell you something. In about a few seconds, a non-subscriber is going to walk by, and they're going to want to go thrifting with us. Oh, there she is. Hey, you, non-subscriber. Click the subscribe button if you want to go thrifting with us.
Well, I did feel bad for that non-subscriber, but, she looked a little out of breath from running alongside the car. But all she had to do was click the subscribe button and she would be up here and join in with all the fun. Oh well, it's up to her. But here's the answer to today's trivia question, which I know you've all been waiting for. Years ago, miners who went out there looking for gold would be digging away, and they'd find this shiny material. Well, they thought it was gold, so they figured they hit it rich, and they would run to the assay office, and the assayer would say, sorry, this is pyrite, it's not gold. So the miner would walk out all dejected, and as he was walking out, the assayer would say, well, there goes another fool with his gold. And the name stuck. And that's why pyrite is now called fool's gold. Okay, well, if you enjoyed this video, guys, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Please share this video with a friend. Most of all, stay safe out there, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.